What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of First and Goal Sports with your boy Tyrone Brown. And yeah, I got the Dark Boys on because it's been one hell of a Friday. But I wanted to talk to y'all. I had to get on here because I work tomorrow, and I want to get some things off my chest. And I feel like it's time that it's time that we talk about some things. No, I ain't got no black eyes, man. I'm just nice right now. So put the chairs back on. I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to have some black eyes or something. Nah, just out here chilling, vibing. It's a good Friday night. Except if you're a Philadelphia fan. And let me explain. The thing that irritates me the most is that, us as Philadelphia fans, we put our heart and soul on the line for these teams. We spend our hard-earned money. We try to stick by these teams through ups and downs and all that, like you're supposed to as a fan, right? But what I notice is that I don't feel like it's being reciprocated to us. I don't feel like we're getting the same type of energy back from the teams. And one of the teams I want to talk about that's been getting the pass in this city is the Philadelphia Phillies. Let me explain to y'all what I mean when I say that. The Philadelphia Phillies have choked 3 years in a row, and this city gives them a pass. Think about what I mean when I say that. The city gives them a pass. We'll criticize them, right? But we don't go ham on them. We don't go ham on them like we do Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, or like we do, Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. That Phillies team seems to get a pass every year, and I'm tired of it because they are the biggest choke team in our city right now. I love Bryce Harper, Cassie, Wheeler, Nola, TJ. The list goes on. They have players, but you get these guys here, the Trey Turners of the world. Where was he at? The thing that I'm tired of is that it just seems like when the playoffs get here, these teams choke tremendously. And I'm tired of it. I'm sure you are, as Philadelphia fans, is tired of it. And that's why I had to jump on here tonight. Normally I'll be chilling, but at the end of the day, I feel like this Phillies team is highly disrespectful. Now we can say what we want about the Eagles, right? They went to the Super Bowl, right? To me, they're on the same type of path. The Eagles go to the Super Bowl, they lose in the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens this year, right? The Phillies go to the World Series. They go to the I think it's the NLCS, if I'm not mistaken, and then they lose in the first round. Now the Eagles I gave a pass last year to Tampa Bay for one reason. They didn't have AJ Brown in that playoff game. Even though the season stunk and they fell apart at the end, they still didn't have AJ Brown in that playoff game. The Phillies were a totally healthy, no excuses, none. And I'm to the point where I'm tired of supporting them. Now I'm a Philadelphia 4 for 4, right? So I'm going to support them. It's just getting to the point where it's just extremely frustrating because it just seemed like that team doesn't have the heart of the city. Now we can't speak on the Sixers yet. They just got Paul George. I'm gonna speak on him in a little bit because I watched that game. He looks pretty good, but I'm gonna speak on him in a second. I want to get this Philly shit out first because I'm pissed off with the Phillies. And you get these people. They come down there. The park is behind you. The crowd is rocking, and these guys just choke. And you watch them at bat, and it's like these are professional baseball players swinging at hot garbage. Seriously, just swinging at trash. And it's like, what are we doing here? Why are we swinging at trash, y'all? Why are you not patient at the plate when you know the game's on the line? Like, this is the playoffs. You watch the Mets, right? They're totally relaxed and they're hitting in critical situations and things like that. And we have a team that's 800. We pay these guys 800 million for the Phillies roster, for the Phillies offense. Say what you want about the bullpen. The Phillies offense, for them not to show up at all and don't hit in the playoffs against the Mets is crazy. And I feel like this city gives them a pass. Yeah, like I said, they'll criticize them for a little bit, and then it's like, oh, we'll get the clear water and everything will be okay. Nah, nah, the hell with the Phillies right now. Seriously, they deserve some smoke. They deserve the same smoke the Eagles get and the Sixers get. The Flyers are rebuilding, so they get a pass for a couple years. I'm not going to stress on the Flyers. They got some work to do on that organization. We understand they're rebuilding. See, the thing about our city, we smart. We know sports. We're one of the best sport fan bases in the world, right? Nobody can disagree with that. So we're not going to sit here and beat up on the Flyers. Why would we do that? That would be stupid. That'd be stupid. But what we can do is beat up on a team that is gift wrapped, home field advantage, and just stank it up every single time. It's just stinking up. Like, I'm sick of the Phillies. I am sick of the damn Phillies. Every year they get up there, they talk. Oh, we got ourselves out. No shit. We know you got yourselves out. We can see that. We're watching just like you are. We're watching, right? We're watching. And it stresses me out because I see this fan base put their all into this team. They put their all into this team, man. And it's like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? And I'm I'm watching them and I'm trying to support them, and it's like, for what? What are we supporting them for? Like, what are we supporting the Phillies for? Seriously, like, what are we doing here? You know, it's just a lot of aggravation with them. I gotta excuse me as I get my setup here because I'm going to talk about some other things too, real quick. But let me take the shades off because now I'm serious. Now I'm serious. It's just a lot of frustration when you see smaller markets playing for their city like they're supposed to. When you're the favorites, you're supposed to play as you're the favorite. Get to the championship game, bring home the championships. I will never get upset about a wild card team that's overachieving, right? I'm not gonna get upset about that. But what I will get upset about is a team that's set up with home field advantage, 800 million in salary, and does absolutely shit in the playoffs except drop a damn egg in the first goddamn round. Like, I'm sick of it. I am. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the Phillies. I feel like they get a pass. We criticize the hell out of Jalen Hurts, rightfully so, right? We criticize the shit out of Joel Embiid, rightfully so. These are the leaders of our teams, right? These are the guys we look up to bring us a championship, to bring that parade down Broad Street. We supposed to criticize them, but when it comes to the Phillies, oh, we just get them a goddamn pass. Oh, Bryce Harper gets a pass. Everybody gets a goddamn pass. I'm sick of the damn Phillies. The hell with the Phillies right now. That's where I'm at with it. The hell with the Phillies. The hell with them. And I'm probably gonna catch a lot of flack for it. And you know what? I don't give a damn. because I know how the city works. I've been here a long time. I've been following sports for a like goddamn long time, and I'm just sick of the Phillies getting the pass. Like I said, they'll get criticized for about a week, and then everything will go silent, and then we'll move on and we'll chop the Eagles up. We'll chop them up. We'll chop them up. They can't tackle. Jalen turns the football over too much. AJ Brown should have caught a pass. The defense looks this. This boom, boom, boom. We'll chop the Eagles the hell up. Joel Embiid to get here. Oh, he's hurt again. He doesn't look like he can get it done in the playoffs. Paul George is this. Paul George is that. Tyrese Maxey stuff. We will chop up the damn Sixers. Chop them up. But when it comes to the Flyers, like I said, the Flyers the past 2 years. They rebuilding. They rebuilding. I'm not on them, but I'm bringing just something up to. I just want to bring something to everybody's attention. How the city works. From what I notice, sports in our town, sports in Philly. The Flyers will get a pass. Like I said, they'll get criticized for the week they lose. That's it. You don't hear this smoke all year about the damn Phillies, do you? No, you don't hear it. So when it comes to Philadelphia sports teams, there are what's their word? They choose to give passes to the Phillies and the Flyers and chew up the Sixers and the Eagles. And I'm just sick and tired of it. Now this probably won't go no further than this. I mean, like I said, I'm a small YouTuber. I ain't making no noise out here. You know what I mean? I just like to talk sports. I like to talk about, what I see, the things that are going on. And I just feel like these two teams get a pass in our city all the damn time. And I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the whole Phillies organization. I'm sick of it. I'm like I said, I'm gonna give the Flyers a pass because I think they're rebuilding and they actually be trying. I think the Phillies are trying too with the amount of money they spend, but at the same time, they should get just the same amount of smoke as the Eagles and the Sixers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. So before I move on, the hell with the Phillies. Seriously. And that whole organization, they all soft. They all should blow that damn thing up because all they do is choke every goddamn year. And I'm sick of watching them. Red October my ass. That's where I'm at with it. Red October my ass. You don't like what I said? So what? Don't matter. That's how I feel about the Phillies right now. I'm sick of it. The hell with Red October. The hell with the whole Phillies organization. All of them. Forget them. Forget them. Forget all of them right now. Moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles are back. Um, Jalen Hurts said he made up with Sirianni during the bye week. That's good news for all of us. We'll see how it plays out when it really counts, right? We'll see how it plays out. The key thing that I was looking for was to see where we get everybody back. We getting Lane Johnson back. We getting AJ Brown back. We getting Devontae back. We benched Maddox for Cooper DeJean, which I think is a good move. He was ready. He was supposed to start in the slot anyway, but as you all know, true Philadelphia fans or sports fans, period, that he was hurt and he had to work his way back to get healthy enough to play that spot. Because playing the slot is not easy. But Maddox has been playing like trailer trash. He's just terrible. He's just been playing like trash. For real. Then he's talking about Fortnite and all this stuff. Like, where is his head at? I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're in the middle of a football season, and you got to be focused. I don't know what happened to Maddox. He's healthy, so I can't really kill him for being hurt because the past couple of years he's been hurt, or maybe he's still hurt and working his way back. But I have not seen him play this bad, and it doesn't look like he's focused either. That could just be me. You get Sidney Brown back as well, which is welcome because Sidney Brown is a missile. We all know that he don't give a damn. He's trying to tackle everybody at full speed. Hopefully, he gets himself under control. Don't get himself hurt. He'll be a good welcome addition to the secondary. And then I think you get Bradbury back in a couple weeks as well, or next week if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, Let me see what I wanted to say. All right. So with Jalen Hurts and Sirianni, so If you guys watched my pod last week, which a lot of y'all did, because I got a lot of feedback. It's a Friday night. I'm not expecting a lot of people to be on. I know everybody out. It's a nice night, but I know I'll get feedback. But what's always happening is I'll drop a live, and then people go back and watch it, and the DMs be crazy about what's going on. But the thing that I've noticed is that the offense was not the same from week one into the bye week. And I think Jalen grew frustrated because he was trying to make, as they say, apples out of oranges. I'm not going to let Jalen off the hook completely because he got to throw the football. He can't be holding on to it, all these damn fumbles and things like that. He really got to work on his timing in the pocket. He got to understand there's a clock there. You have to get the ball out. You cannot be holding the ball. So I'm going to get on him for the fumbles. You can't be, when you run out of the pocket, two hands on the ball, man. You've been playing football long enough, you know better. So we'll see how he comes out of the bye. As far as the interceptions go, a lot of that has to do with him waiting for people to come uncovered and not trusting what he's seeing because Sirianni had his hand in the pot. It is what it is. Now, they said they worked through some things through the off season. We will see Sunday because Sunday is going to tell us a lot about what they worked on during the bye week. I don't know if y'all watched, but I saw them doing the new tackling drills, not with that stupid ass donut they was using in the first place, but they actually had a live person they was tackling. I just don't understand how you have a whole training camp tackling a stupid ass donut. Last time I checked, a donut don't run like a person, right? I, I just don't understand what are we doing. If we training to tackle a person that is moving from left to right, full speed, why the hell is the donut the person? I don't understand it. Then we get into camp. We missed 15 goddamn tackles against Tampa Bay, which was crazy. Who misses 15 tackles in the damn game is beyond me. It's just beyond me. Seriously, it's beyond me. But you come out of the bye week and they got video clips of a live person getting tackled now, moving. I'm just like, it took y'all to miss tackles to understand you need a real person to tackle. Like, what are we doing? And this goes back to Sirianni. Like, what are we doing? If I go outside and somebody roll a damn tire down the street and say, "Hey, tackle this damn tire," okay, cool. I know the tire is only going sideways, right? So my job is to tackle this tire, time it up. That's not hard to do, but you know what is hard to do? Timing a real goddamn person that's running with a ball when you don't practice it. Now we practicing it. I'm not getting mad. I promise y'all, I'm not getting mad. I just do not understand what we are doing as a professional football team when it comes to tackling. We go from a whole donut that's shaped like a tire. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it's out there on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's a damn tire. I mean, a donut, a big ass donut like a tire. And this was the practice. And what you had to do was wait for the donut to pass the practice pad, which you land on, so you don't hurt yourself. So let me get this right. I'm going to line up, and I see this big ass donut coming by, and it's like, okay, there's a practice pad in front of me, and I know I'm supposed to land on this practice pad so I don't get hurt because we're practicing tackling, which makes sense. So I'm just going to time the donut to the practice pad. How how is that helping me tackle anybody or learn? How? That's not a live person. That it can't. The donut's not going to spin move, is it? Is the donut going to juke you out? No, it's a goddamn donut. You pushing it is going one damn way. It's okay though. It's all right. It's all right. It's after the bar. I'm gonna wait till Sunday. I'm gonna wait till Sunday to see what's really going on here. Jalen said he made up with Sirianni. We're going to see how the offense looks. is if I'm the offense, if I'm Sirianni, I get the hell away from the offense. Kellen Moore, please become a run first team. We have the best offensive line in football. The reason the Eagles are failing, and let's get serious, the reason the Eagles are failing is because Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball 35 times a game, which is absolutely goddamn ridiculous. He's not that type of quarterback. In order for Jalen Hurts to be successful, he has to be a 20 to 25 attempts a game, and he has to run the football. That was the formula for the Super Bowl year. That's why I said that they failed to get a good backup after Barkley. Now we'll see. Gainwell, he may gain some traction. I also think Shipley should get more carries as well. But I think they should become a run first team behind this offensive line and come off the run to build the pass. I know you got AJ Brown, you got Goddard, you got Devontae. You have talent you got talent out there. You got Dotson, who's been real quiet, but I think he was still learning the offense as well. It was still early. Remember, they traded for him a little late at the end of the camp, I think something like that, or right before the season. I'm not too sure. Don't whatever. But what I'm saying to you guys is that if you start running the football behind that offensive line with a generational talent like Saquon Barkley, you could build so much off of that. That's the year they won. Remember, the year they went to the Super Bowl, they was running the football first. When you run the football first, behind the offensive line, it wears the defense down. It starts putting their eyes in the backfield. That's why Jalen was able to have that MVP type year because it was just so wide open. Everything was just so wide open off the play action, off the misdirection. Shane Steichen had that shit on lock for real. For real. He had it on lock, man. And what they got to do is get back to that. Jalen Hurts is not out here to throw the ball 30 plus goddamn times. That's just not who he is. He's a winner. He's an accurate quarterback, but he's not a guy he's not a volume quarterback. And y'all understand what I mean by volume. This is a guy that's gonna throw the ball, like I just said, 30 plus times. That's not his game. Now, there are games you're gonna have to do that sometime. But for the past 4 weeks, 3 weeks, that's what they've been doing. That's why it's been terrible. The year they went to the Super Bowl, it was ball control, first downs, keeping the other team off the field. Now we get to the point where we throwing the ball all crazy. We barely running the football. And it's like you're putting the defense at a disadvantage. I don't think y'all know. I see a couple people watching on Facebook. Lou, I appreciate you. Brittany, I appreciate you as well. Thank y'all for coming on First and Goal Sports. The thing that y'all have to know is that when they went to the Super Bowl, the secondary wasn't that good. They had a lot of sacks that year, of course. The pass rush was a lot better. We all know it was historic. So they was put up historic numbers with the pass rush. But here's why. When you have a rested defense, they get on the field, they can get off the field. If you think about it, in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady had his best performance as a quarterback against any secondary he ever played against. I think he threw for like 500 some yards. But the key was the pass rush was good and they had a turnover at the right time. But they were also able to play ball control and what's the word? What I'm looking for. Hold on. They were able to convert first downs. They were able to keep New England off the field. So every time Tom Brady had the ball, it was a pressure situation. I don't care how great you are. You could be in a lot of pressure situations. It's going to catch up to you. And that's what they did with New England. That's why the Eagles won, because it was a game plan Doug Peterson had. You fast forward now. Now it's like we're not a ball control team, returning the goddamn ball over, we're throwing it too goddamn much. The secondary is still young. I think they got plenty of goddamn talent. They got a good defensive coordinator. I don't know if y'all tracking, but I've been tracking. Miami's defense for the first half last year was ranked last. After week six or seven, they jumped into the top 10. They wound up being I think a top five or top eight defense, which is all you need, really. Of course, everybody want the top five, top one, everybody want that defense. But I just think with this pass rush is unrealistic, right? So If you play ball control, I think Vic Fangio, he gets these young guys together as he starts to know what they can and can't do, and I think everybody will be fine. It's just a matter of controlling the damn game, slowing it down, giving easy passes to Jalen Hurts. That's what Shane Steichen did. He gave easy passes to Jalen Hurts because he had time. They was worried about the run, and they were able to handle a lot of pressures and blitz with screens. When the hell we seen the screen this year, y'all? Where the screen at? Where the screen game? Kellen Moore knows how to run the screen. I've seen Kellen Moore offense. I know he knows how to set the goddamn screen up. So anytime I don't see a screen, that lets me know Sirianni had his hand in the damn offense. Let Kellen Moore do his goddamn thing on the offense so we can get some versatility here, make things a little bit more comfortable for our franchise quarterback, and get this shit rolling. But we'll see. We will definitely see. Thank y'all for coming on. Hey, listen, like and subscribe as we keep going. I'm not done. I just want y'all, like and subscribe, share with people y'all know who like sports, whatever, like whoever likes sports, whatever. And give me feedback. Y'all guys want me to talk about something? Guys and girls, my bad. Guys and girls want me to talk about something? Please let me know. I'm all for it. This is what I like to do. I love talking sports. It's fun. Um, for all of y'all don't know who just jumped in, I said to hell with the Phillies in Red October and that whole organization because they're a bunch of choke artists. Just wanted to put that in there real quick before I move on. I think the Eagles they have a really good team. Um, they've been shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers. They got to tackle better, of course. But I just think, like I said, they're a young team, and especially in the defense, especially on the back end, it takes a lot of gelling. So we'll see. We'll see how they come out of the bye. It's against the Browns at home. You should beat the hell out of the Browns. You watch the Washington Commanders, and also when you watch the Commanders, you gotta stop. We gotta stop blaming Brian Johnson now, because Brian Johnson is on the Commanders offense, and the boy Daniels is balling. They balling over there. So that Sirianni played a big part. Just rewind y'all for a second. When Sirianni first got hired, he had the offense right, and it was shit. He turned the offense over to Shane Steichen. All of a sudden, everything's different. I'm gonna leave it there. Y'all can do the research yourselves, but the proof is right there in the goddamn pudding. When Sirianni was calling plays, he was trying to implement that stupid ass offense he was doing. Jalen Hurts was getting killed. Everything looked out of place. He didn't have a feel for the game. Cool. You let Shane Steichen run everything. All of a sudden, the offense looks good. They got a feel for the game. They start winning. I'm just saying. You bring in Kellen Moore, let Kellen Moore do his thing. He's a proven offensive coordinator. It is what it is. Um, Moving on. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Sixers real quick. My thought about the Sixers are Nick Nurse is a great coach, top 5 in the NBA. The Sixers have a top 5 roster. Um, Caleb Martin, Maxey, Paul George, JoJo. Oubre, Drummond. When you put the Sixers against any team with a healthy Joel Embiid, they can beat anybody. They can beat anybody. The key to the season is not Joel Embiid or Paul George. It's Tyrese Maxey. Why do y'all think Joel Embiid called him the franchise? He's telling y'all exactly who Tyrese Maxey is. And if y'all watch the game before this one, because we're going to talk about Paul George now, if you watch the game for this one, Tyrese Maxey is insane. Tyrese Maxey is absolutely insane. He's 23 years old. He wants to win. He is hungry. And I think that's what the Sixers was missing. Remember, they tried with Ben. I got back problem Simmons. They tried with James. I don't want to be clutch. I'm scared to death of the moment, Harden. And none of that shit worked. None of the shit worked. And then you had Tobias. I'm gonna put a goose egg in the elimination game, Harris. When you get these problems, out here with these guys. You cannot win in the playoffs. We killed Joel Embiid, and rightfully so sometimes. But if you really think about it, you're only good as your supporting cast in basketball. Jordan had Pippen, Bill Cartwright, B.J. Armstrong, Steve Kerr. The Lakers, they had Shaq, Kobe, Rick Fox. Come on, they had guys. They had Derek Fisher. You gotta have guys. Robert Horry, let's not forget him, Mr. Nine Rings himself. You gotta have guys step up in situational moments to win. Think about what LeBron won with Cleveland. Ray Allen hit that goddamn shot in the corner. LeBron doesn't get to the finals without that shot. You gotta have guys step up in the playoffs. So when you got guys like Ben Simmons, James Harden, Tobias Harris, these guys break your team down to absolutely nothing when it comes to the playoffs. So you know what teams do when you have a bunch of shit on the court? They play the stars because they realize the role players ain't shit. If I'm playing against the Sixers for the past couple of years, I'm like, okay, we're going to triple team JoJo. We're gonna leave James Harden alone. We're gonna leave Ben Simmons alone. We're not gonna worry about Tobias Harris. You're screwed. You're screwed. Because now when JoJo gets the ball, he's in traffic, he's not comfortable. When Maxey was getting the ball, when you watch the Knicks series, right? Joel Embiid, by the way, averaged 35 points on one leg. Let's go there. If Tobias Harris would have just averaged, let me see, 10 to 15 points in the damn series, they win the series. The difference between wins and losses is your role players, people. We get so locked in on the stars that we forget about the role players sometimes. The stars do what they're supposed to do. If Joel Embiid is giving me 30 goddamn five on one leg, and Maxey is giving me 35 on goddamn just being Maxey, where's the rest of the damn team? Because last time I checked, what, 35 and 35 is only 70. If Tobias Harris gives you at least 15, you got to sprinkle in a couple players. You win those games. But the Sixers lost a couple games. What 100 to like 90, like 99. They lost a lot of close games. And if Tobias Harris would have just showed up, you win those games. That's what Paul George makes the difference. Paul George is an elite wing player. As long as he stays healthy, Paul George is not going to give you zero in the goddamn playoffs. He's going to give you 10 to 15 points. Easy. You saw it tonight. He had 23 tonight. Now it's the preseason, right? But he had 23 tonight. We all seen Paul George, right? We all seen him in playoff situations. Not sometimes, not the very best series and all that. But he has never played with a big man, a generational talent at the big man was Joel Embiid. And I don't care what nobody say. Tyrese Maxey is a generational talent at the one. He fell all we got things down to 21, which is crazy. He's literally a top five talent that fell all the way down to one because of the way the season with the COVID and all that shit. But the Sixers lucked out. The Sixers lucked out with Joel Embiid based on how that situation happened because he got his back and his foot all messed up. That's how the Sixers got him. And Tyrese Maxey fell down to the 21st pick because of the COVID and he wasn't able to play and showcase his talent that year. If Tyrese Maxey showcases talent, he's easy top five pick that year. Now, that's water under the bridge because we got them both. But then you get Paul George, an elite wing player. What an elite wing player does for your team, it opens everything up because now you can't triple team JoJo because if Paul George is open by himself, guess what? Paul George will give you 40. And if you disrespect him by leaving him open. That's the difference between winning and losing. If I don't have a roster that's respected in the playoffs, then all I'm gonna do is play the stars. The Sixers have a respectable roster now for the playoffs. They got a bunch of clutch guys. Kyle Lowry he's a veteran. He knows how to win. Eric Gordon, he's another one. The key that Caleb Martin is a problem. He is a problem. And Drummond, the backup to Joel Embiid, which is real important because we didn't have nobody to back up Joel Embiid when he sat down. So JoJo had to play all these stupid ass minutes, and the team was not productive. Now you get a Drummond in here, JoJo can actually sit down. You get a lot of guys here who can score the basketball. Joel Embiid can sit down and Paul George can carry the game sometime. Maxey can carry the game sometime. When the last time we all seen Tobias Harris carry the Sixers? Come on, y'all, seriously. Now I'm not gonna all put the blame on Tobias Harris because that'd be wrong. Because it was series, that Atlanta series, the Sixers should have won that series. But Ben Simmons was scared to dunk. You see where I'm getting at? If you don't have clutch role players, you will not win in the NBA or any sport. That's just how it goes. You have to have clutch players across the board. We've seen Jalen Hurts be clutch. I'm jumping back to football. We've seen Jalen Hurts be clutch. We've seen AJ be clutch. We've seen Devontae, Goddard. We know them guys are clutch players, but they have to be put in position to get shit done. They haven't been put in position because Sirianni keep messing with shit. But they said him and Jalen has some stuff out. We gonna see. We gonna see if they come out and blow the doors off the Browns. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. That'd be something I could be like, God damn, finally, Sirianni, just oversee the team. Let the coordinators do what they did, just like the year I went to the Super Bowl, and we'll be fine. The Eagles were one stupid penalty away, probably from winning the Super Bowl. Now we don't know if Jalen was going to do anything with the ball, y'all, right? We don't know for sure. But goddamn, it'd have been nice to see it. It would have been nice to see if Jalen Hurts could have took the Eagles down in the Super Bowl against the poster boy for the NFL and slapped the shit out of that whole Kansas City team. I wanted to see it so bad. Ah, it's a bitter taste. I'm over it, but not really. But I am. So as we move on, I'm going to talk about one more thing, and I'm gonna drop my picks and shit for the game Sunday. Darius Slay. How do I address Darius Slay? Because I like Slay. I do. I like Darius Slay. I like big play Slay. I think he's a great corner. I remember when the Eagles traded for him. I thought it was a great move because the guy gets it done. But to go on a podcast with a cowboy, regardless if we friends or not, during the season, pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. It sent me to a space where I don't understand what the thinking process is. And the thinking process is that Darius Slay is not a Philadelphia Eagle at heart. Now, let me explain what I mean. Darius Slay is a great football player, but when we criticized him, he's a guy who posted his stats. You understand what I'm saying? He posted his stats. Like, this is what I've done. Y'all don't question me. So when I see a guy do that, that let me know that he didn't understand why we were upset. You would have never seen Eric Allen do that. You'd have never seen Ashanti Samuel do that. Andre Waters, Wes Hopkins, Seth Joyner, Byron Evans, Reggie White. God damn it, the list goes on. You would have never seen anybody affiliate themselves with a cowboy, an eagle, during the goddamn season. He was like, oh, well, our family is friends and all that. Let me tell y'all something. Let me give you a little history real quick. Because goddamn, I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag right now. I'm in my goddamn bag right now. Keith Byers knocked the hit out of Carl Banks when he was trying to get to Randall Cunningham. And he was at it. And Keith Byers was Carl Banks' best man at his wedding. Did y'all just hear what I just said? Keith Byers destroyed Carl Banks trying to get to Randall Cunningham. Do you know why? Because once you put on the helmet and once the eagle go across your chest and we are in the goddamn season, we are not friends right now. I will check with you when the season is over. We could do all the podcasts. We could go, our families can go to the goddamn picnics and all that bullshit. But during the season, after the Eagles just dropped a game like that, told me all I need to know about Darius Slay mentality when it comes to the Philadelphia fan base is that he did not understand what the hell is going on here. He's like, I watched him. He's like, I understand the rivalry, but no, but nothing. There was no but. If you understand the Eagles and Cowboys rivalry, then you know you done made a mistake, a big one. Now, he has to come out and have a better second half. I heard rumors that they may trade him. I saw that. I saw some trade rumors out there. It could just be rumors that they Slay may be on the trading block. But during the season, for a Philadelphia Eagle to affiliate themselves with a cowboy in that manner, where you joking and laughing with this dude, is absolutely positively unacceptable on all levels. And I'm having a hard time getting past it because, like you said, like I tell you, I'm from the Buddy Ryan era. Buddy used to knock kickers the hell out who got disrespectful. Last time I checked, that kicker was a cowboy. His name was Luis Endejas. I'm like, damn, Ty, you know, yes, I remember this stuff. What's going on, Irvin? How you doing, dog? Patrick, I see you watching too on the book. Appreciate you. A lot of people logged on. I done caught some attention. I didn't think he was gonna be on Friday night, but everybody on here. Um, you right, Irvin. Let me put this on the screen for everybody to see this. Look what he said. Right. It's not that we expect it, but I feel like as a professional, there are rivalries in every sport. Ours with the Cowboys is not a secret. Just like, how do I know that Pittsburgh and Baltimore don't get along? How do I know that? Right? How do I know that the Saints and the Falcons don't like each other? How do I know that? Right? I'm just saying. Just think about how I know that, right? You could go to the how do I know Green Bay? I'm sorry, Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions hate each other. How do I know that? Because I'm a student of the goddamn game. That's how I know. I'm a fan of the damn sport. So when you pay attention to football, which Darius Slay obviously has, because he wouldn't be good as he is. You have to know when you come into Philadelphia and you've played here. He didn't just get here this year. He's here. The noise is loud as shit in this city when it comes to the Cowboys Eagles. So I'm not asking you to understand. I demand that if you want to put that goddamn Eagles jersey on, that you understand what comes with that shit. That we do not, under any circumstances, affiliate ourselves with the Cowboys at all. Like I said, you friends with this guy, cool. After the season, do whatever the hell you want to do. But during the season, man, the spirit of competition has to kick in. That rivalry of the city has to kick in. The mentality of the city has to kick in. Here is football season. We cannot be tripping with no goddamn Cowboys. That's just how it is. The Eagles could go. The Eagles could win two goddamn games every year. And if it's against the Cowboys, goddamn it, we walking around like, mm, we beat the goddamn Cowboys. You just have to understand that. So I'm gonna try to move on and give Slay a pass. I'm gonna try my damnedest. Nicole, welcome to First and Goal Sports. I see you on the book. Appreciate you. I'm gonna try to give Slay a pass. It's really goddamn hard. It is. Because when I'm looking at him, all I can see is him laughing. Then he's talking about CJ. And it's like he didn't disrespect CJ. But at the same time, it's like, why are you talking about CJ to a cowboy, dude? Like, what are you doing? But I'm going to try to move on. We got a long football season ahead of us. And if he's going to be here, we got to root for him because he's an Eagle. You want him to have a good year. Darius Slay is a very laid back, happy go lucky dude. I don't want I don't think he meant nothing by it. He just has to do better moving forward. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because goddamn. And Micah Parsons said, I mean Mika, whatever for Mika, Micah, whatever the fuck his name is. Period. Whatever. He has to do better. We cannot have these things happening during the season. It is highly, highly disrespectful. Period. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I appreciate all the support everybody on tonight on this Friday night. Y'all could be anywhere, like JD. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Um, Let me see before I go. Is there anything else I want to address before I go? I don't think so. I think that's it. I think that's it. So we're going to see how the offense looks. We're going to see if the defense makes any strides when it comes to tackling after they finally tackle live person, live people during tackling drills. More and more, I know I'm beating this dead horse. More and more, how the Eagles train in the off season pisses me off because it starts to show in the regular season. You know how they do the walkthroughs and they like, oh, we have the joint practices, but to not tackle live is really hurting this team. Hopefully, they was able to work this shit and we can move forward and watch because they have 4 winnable games coming up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, they better get it. They better get it done, or there are some changes coming down. And everybody's hype on Belichick. I don't want Belichick. Did y'all notice what he did without his coordinators over there? He looked like trash too. Don't get me started, Bill Belichick. We can go get somebody else. Everybody, oh, bring in Bill Belichick. Why? Because he has Super Bowl rings and he has a name. I like Bill Belichick for where he was at the Patriots. He did his time over the Patriots, but I don't want him here. I don't. He may be all right here. I don't know. I just feel like he was a product of Tom Brady and his coordinators as well. Sometimes coaches are in the right spot. I'm not saying Belichick don't know football. Of course, you know football. But if you think about it, when he was the Giants head coach, what he did there, which was absolutely nothing. Then he got to New England. He gets Tom Brady. You know, I don't know. I'm not really feeling Bill Belichick. I think we should get an offensive coach. That's just my opinion. I feel like the defensive coaches, a la Rob Saleh, not saying Bill Belichick is Rob Saleh. Don't kill me, y'all. I'm just saying offensive coaches are where it's at. I mean, that's just how that's what runs the league. Unless you get a defensive coach who understands, don't touch. Let me get a guy who can handle the offense and do what he has to do. And that's what I think Sirianni. The Eagles dropped the ball. The Eagles said, "Oh, he's a wide receiver coach. He knew offense and blah blah blah." It's like, no, he really didn't. But they got him a coordinator here. He just needs to let Kellen do his thing, and we'll see how it go. See how it go. We'll see how it go. Dang. All right. Picks for the week because I can go on all night with this shit. We Philadelphia fans. Once something get up in here, you got to get it out. But picks for the week. So we already saw the 49ers beat Seattle. Um, Seattle's terrible. What I see with Seattle is dysfunction on defense. How do you know the run plays coming and you give up that long ass run? Don't get me started with them. I don't even want to talk about Seattle, but they lost to the 49ers. Everybody saw the game. Self-explanatory. Let's go. Picks of the week. Jags and Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears. Bucks and Saints. Derek Carr's hurt, so I'm gonna take the Bucks. Commanders Ravens. Let's circle back to that. Give me a moment. Whew, that's tough. Cardinals, Packers. I'm going to say um, the Packers. They're at home. Colts, Titans. Joe Flacco strikes again, man. All he does is put up numbers. I got him beating the Titans. Um, Texans, Patriots. Texans, Browns, Eagles. Should be the damn Eagles. Eagles. Broncos, Chargers. I'm gonna go Broncos. Steelers, Raiders. Raiders don't have no quarterback. That whole organization is dysfunctional right now. They got to rebuild that thing. Give me the Steelers. That's an interesting situation going with the Steelers too because they're trying to lean. They may be leaning toward Russell Wilson. If y'all seen the game against the Cowboys, that goddamn boy Patrick, the boy Fields, he can't throw. Goddamn, he can't throw the football. There were guys open. He can't throw. He's a good runner. He's a good athlete, but he can't throw the goddamn football. They beat the Cowboys easily if he could throw the damn football. So Justin Fields, that's his name. I think you should put Russell in there. Russell's a better thrower. He'll calm the situation down. He'll stay behind the run, and Russell can win the game for you throwing the football. Justin Fields cannot. That's the difference between them. So I won't be surprised if Fields gets in at some point, especially if they look like crap during the Raiders game. We'll see. But I got the Steelers beating the Raiders. Um, Falcons, Panthers. I would have just said the Falcons, but now they got Dalton. They got Andy Dalton at quarterback for the Panthers. That's gonna be a tough game. But I'm gonna still say the Falcons because I think the Falcons have a better football team. Cowboys, Lions. We're gonna circle back to that for a second. I want to talk about that. Um, Bengals, Giants. I'm going to pick the Bengals, but I don't know. The Bengals don't look too good on defense. But I'm gonna pick the Bengals. Bills, Jets. Aaron Rodgers looks like a fraud. He just got his head coach fired. Everybody all hyped about Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers this, Aaron Rodgers that. And look, the hell with Aaron Rodgers. What has he done lately? Seriously. 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 Did you see him in the overseas game? He threw 3 picks to the Minnesota Vikings defense. Now, Minnesota's 5-0, but at the same time, if you're Aaron Rodgers and your defense is holding the other team to these little bit of points, and you come out there and you throw 3 picks, Aaron Rodgers, you got to do better. Get out my face. I don't care about Aaron Rodgers. So I'm gonna pick the Bills. My problem with the Bills situation is Josh Allen doesn't have a number one wide receiver, so teams are starting to man up on the play man against them, and Josh Allen is starting to get beat up, which is what I said at the beginning of the year when the national media was saying, "Oh, he's the MVP." Why is he the MVP? It's week 4. I don't understand. Football is a marathon, not a sprint, and hits start to accumulate, which is happening to Josh Allen. His non-throwing hand is already beat up, heavily bandaged because he's trying to do too much because he doesn't have anything. Now, if they trade for Devontae Adams, then the Bills will be a problem because he is missing Diggs right now. I don't think people understood how much he was going to miss Diggs. I did because I felt like if you have a number one wide receiver, it kind of takes the pressure off you, especially when the Bills don't have no run game at all. They got Josh Allen and friends right now. So we'll see. I'm gonna pick the Bills because I believe Josh Allen will get it done, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets win. All right, let's circle back. First game I wanted to circle back to was where we at? Where we at? Uh Cowboys Lions. I wanted to circle back to that real quick. The thing I wanted to circle back to that game is the Lions are a physical football team. They're not going to get picked on or bullied because they're in Dallas. The Lions are coming in. They are going to run the ball with Jeremiah Gibbs, Montgomery. They're going to play smash mouth football. The Cowboys are missing Lawrence and Parsons. That's why I couldn't understand what Pittsburgh was doing in that game. Like they're missing their best pass rushers, and you're not running the football when the Cowboys are totally weak against the football. And another thing I watched in that Pittsburgh game, I could not understand why you let Colbert beat you. I just couldn't understand that. The Cowboys' offensive line was terrible. And it's just like the Pittsburgh Steelers fell asleep. If you know Dak Prescott likes to roll to his right, why don't you put TJ Watt on that side to rush him? It's a lot in that Pittsburgh game that pissed me off. Plus, I hate the Cowboys. We already know that. And to see them win on the last second, get a win in Pittsburgh really pissed me off because I felt like Pittsburgh let him off the hook. Again, like I said, Justin Fields can't throw the ball well. He's not a good thrower. He's a good athlete. He can run. He can do all that. He can improvise. He can get out the pocket, but he's not a good thrower of the football. And in the NFL, if you are not a good thrower of the football, is the same thing that you want to have with the coach is with the boy Richardson. The guy got hurt again, tore his hip up, and he can't even play. You get Joe Flacco out there, a goddamn statue, but he can throw the football. That's why the Colts offense looks so much better because he can throw the ball. He understands defenses. And until Richardson and Fields understand the defense and can throw the ball consistently in the NFL, they are just going to be athletic quarterbacks who can't throw. That's what separates Lamar, the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar can throw the goddamn football, and he's super athletic. That's it. That's the difference. Lamar can carve you up on the ground or in the air. Justin Fields has been in the league for quite some time. I want to give him a little slack because I feel like the coaching staff of Chicago was just trash, and I want to give Pittsburgh a chance to really groom him. So we'll see. He's still young. The thing with Richardson as well, he has Shane Steichen as his coach over in Indianapolis. I feel like he's trying to learn how to throw the ball too. But if you cannot throw the ball in the NFL accurately and consistently, teams are just going to load the box up and say, okay, beat us with your arm. And most of the time they can't. So it is what it is. But I believe the Detroit Lions will beat the hell out of the Cowboys. And the reason I say that is because the Cowboys can't stop the run and they can't run the football. And that plays right into the Lions' hands. So we'll see. I thought that against Pittsburgh too, but the thing, Jared Goff can throw the goddamn football, and they have weapons. They coming in with Amara St. Brown, the Bull Williams. They got Laporta at tight end. The Lions are tough, so I believe the Lions going to. I believe the Lions going to Dallas, and they beat the Cowboys by 2 touchdowns. That's just my personal opinion. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't. They don't. Do what the Pittsburgh Steelers did and let Dallas off the hook. We'll see. The other game I wanted to talk to y'all about real quick. Where is it? Washington and the Ravens. That is going to be a tough ass game. It's in Baltimore. Um, I'll give the slight edge to the Ravens because the Washington Commanders really don't have a good defense. The Ravens have a good defense and they have Lamar and they got King Henry. Yeah. So, but the Bull Daniels is balling. The Bull Daniels is balling for the Commanders. They got Terry McLaurin. They got my boy Brian. They got Brian Robinson Jr. and the back, Brian Robinson Sr. They got Austin Eckler. They got a pretty good squad in Washington on offense. And like I said, Brian Johnson is calling that right now. So they look good. But I'm going to take the Ravens because the Ravens are at home. And I think the Ravens are finding who they are, which is a run first team. Eagles, pay attention. Eagles, pay attention. They don't have Lamar throwing the goddamn ball 97 times a game. That's why they've been successful. Lamar can beat you with his arm, but you don't have to do that. When you put a quarterback who's not a valiant quarterback in that situation, it's a disaster. That's why the Ravens didn't look good in the first week because they didn't run the football. Now they're getting Henry involved. Lamar's playing off of Henry. People are open. Tight ends are catching the football. Goddard, give Goddard the damn ball. Jalen, I don't need you to be zoning in on just AJ and Devontae. Give everybody the goddamn football. If you watch the game against the Bengals, what Lamar just had, he gave everybody the damn football. If you open, you get the ball. That's what Jalen has to get back to. If you open, you get the goddamn ball. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to pick the Ravens to win. I think it's going to be a close game, though. It's going to be a close game. I'm thinking like a 35. No, that's too high. I'm thinking like a 31-28, something like a 31-27 Ravens. So we'll see what happens. I want to thank everybody for giving me some love and support on this Friday night. Thank all the support in the world. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share the channel. It helps me build up the channel. And if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, please hit me up on any of my platforms: Facebook, X, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. All right. So everybody have a good night. Everybody have a good, safe weekend. It's your boy Tyrone Brown, First to Go Sports. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.